Greetings YouTube, Deckard49 here, your connoisseur of carnage. I'm taking you back to 2008. Left 4 Dead 1, Blood Harvest. Let's do this! My team is comprised of a number of skilled adventurers, and I'll introduce them to you in more detail as we progress through the map.
Talking about a military outpost just north of here.
At this point in time, it is suffice to say this beginning section of Blood Harvest is potentially the best part of the Left 4 Dead mythology, the best part of the franchise, and I include no mercy in that estimation. This particular section of the forest, in the trees, fog enshrouded, low visibility, high confusion, is a quintessential representation of Left 4 Dead's very core. Run or shoot, Lewis says. Run or shoot. Nowhere is that philosophy more prevalent than at the beginning of Blood Harvest. And as you can see, we're caught up in it right now. Deckard shrugs off a boomer. That's nothing to me. Let's move, team. We've held off the first wave of special infected. Let's clear out the common muck. Check the park bench for items and then get across the bridge. I feel they've really wasted this first section, special infected wise. Oh, synchronized hunters, but it's too little too late. Deckard is on point, and with that being the case, there is nothing that can be done to stop us. Come on, boys and girl. Katie97, little Welshie there, over the bridge. Let's make good time on this. Fuck, Ryan just came online. If he joins our game, not only will the servers crash, but the internet will implode upon itself. Such is that man's masculinity. Anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, no pun intended. The specials are behind us, which is not a particularly good place for the specials to be on this particular section of the map. There's a long line of sight, and we can use it to present bullets. Alright, what I'm quite pleased about so far in this game, guys, is that our team appear to be looking after each other. We've got some good people here. And with a little bit of common sense, we can come out on top. So we're topping up our ammo. We're taking a moment to reconsider our position while we're in a relatively safe position. Occasionally you get something interesting in the bathroom, but on this occasion it's only the shitter. So we're just going to have to take the ammo and go. Oh, you have to shoot the telly every single time, obviously. That's part of the Left 4 Dead lore. Tim is outside covering the roof. Didn't I tell you this fucking team was the shit? Better that one of us is caught and can be defended than all of us from the roof, at which point we're open to being decimated. Tim's covered. We've killed a couple of special infected. I believe it's time to move on. I may have heard the dulcet tones of a witch there. I think it's time to switch that flashlight off. Whereabouts is she? Come on, team, catch up. Good against the tank, not necessarily the witch. So someone's been smoked, and they've been smoked right onto the witch. That's a good special infected move. Witch is down, not done as much damage as you might have. Our gentleman is still alive. On reflection, I'm not entirely sure how many people would have referred to Bill as a gentleman, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it once again. No pun intended. Let's make sure everyone's together. We're doing really well here. A zombie doesn't want to get healed up. Okay, that's cool. Deckard's caught. Testament to the quality of the team. The hunter barely got any points off me before I was back up again. We're in the home straight here, but this is always a tricky part. There's a number of sight lines the infected can have on us here. And if you look at the geometry in front of me, it opens out quite a lot. So there's more options for the zombies in their approach. Also, one of the things that you notice here is a tank through the AI direct port is quite likely to spawn. Or if not quite likely, then at least more opportune as such a thing has been observed. Okay, Tim is working his way through the crowd there. I'm giving him a little bit of support. You say from this close? I hear a hunter. Hunter, fuck you. Who do you think you're fucking kidding? This is Deckard49 we're dealing with here, brother. Okay, the team is split up. Zombie and I have gone for Katie, who is incapacitated on the floor outside the sheds. We can do this. She's attracting a lot of aggro. I don't know if she's been boomed or what's happened here, but I will cover you, Rez. You can be the gentleman on this particular occasion.
Francis, use your first aid
All right. All 4 of us or none of us are going to get back to the safe room. I'm healing up. Katie's healing up. Zombie is very low on health, so all of a sudden he becomes our preoccupation. And let's escort this young man back to the safe room where he rightfully and dutifully belongs. Okay, I'm a little bit anxious here. I'm a little bit worried. I'm sensing that we may get attacked. Or not. Or if the people we're playing against are not very good. Okay, what we're watching me do now is the very definition of not very good. Next! Okay, so they're making a last-ditch attempt here. A last-minute hunter there. Let's get this gentleman up off the floor. Oh, I can see a bit of a boomer there. Boomer, don't run in directly. That's generally not how you do this, Jam. Alright, come on, guys. Walk into the room. Come on. And once again, I'm not entirely sure what's happening with my team here. They've been pretty good up until this point. Getting the fucking safe room and close the door. Right, Zombie's on the floor. He's not a dirty whore. I believe I in-capped him. It's all part of running with a D. Just bathe in this overall experience. You will learn to love it in time, my friends. I said all 4 of us or none of us, and I was true to my word on that. Now, let us see what we can do as a special infected. You will recall that I mentioned that this first section of Blood Harvest can be the one to finish it all. Let's try and do that. Let's go for it. Okay, there's a couple of places you can set up shop as a smoker here, which are generally quite useful, I find. You can go down the bottom here behind the tree and sort of pull them in and hope they get boomed. Or, and this is my personal preference, you can go right up the top here, which is generally hunter territory. Pull them all the way up. When their teammates come up to get them, just let the hunters fucking buzzsaw them. The survivors are hanging back a little and peppering the tree line with bullets. I'm gonna step back a little bit so that I don't get caught and just wait for them to come a little bit closer. They know we're set up. We know we're set up. Let's just fucking finish this. Come on, team, right here. All right, I've pulled one up. In goes a boomer. In goes a hunter. Oh, mate, this is synchronized. I'm still alive, waiting for the old tongue to recharge. This is looking like a decent situation here. We've got 2 of them boomed. We've got the team spread apart. And we have special infected in play. My tongue is about to recharge. I'm sneaking around the back here, trying to disorganize them further. Obviously, they're going to be thinking about running forwards. So, you know, the more we can pull them backwards, the more confused they get potentially. Okay, so that looks like the bulk of our first effort there, which is not too bad, actually. Let me just distract them while they're trying to go for the cleanup operation. That's it, bring them up into the trees. We've got 1 special coming into play here. I'm being chased, they've spotted me. I'm going to make a jump for it. Oh, bollocks. I was going to have a jump to my death or get away quite cleanly there. So the scoreboard tells quite an interesting story there. It looks like, more or less, we took 3 whole energy bars away from them. Which, although isn't the all-out kill that I was originally hoping for, certainly isn't anything to be sneered at. Now we're mounting our second attack here. Let's see what we can do. We're a little bit less organised than we were the first time round. They are running on now. We've put some haste into their steps. They could have spawned. Going to get my hunt on, and I can see 1 of them is boomed. So there's a potential for the introduction of further confusion here. Oh, that's the one person I didn't want to get, actually. Sometimes aiming with the hunter can be a little bit peculiar. I do suggest that since he's Welsh caveman, it's just my natural attack the Welsh instinct that Kirkus is bred in me, just come into the fore there. Okay, that is our second attack completed. Not as successful as the first attack, but that's fine. If we don't kill them before the bridge, I imagine we'll kill them very soon after it. Okay, so they've completed the first section here. To my eyes, they've actually done pretty well to get this far. A flick between players here to give you a little bit of a panoramic view of the action and also ascertain whether or not I can see any opportunity. I've spawned in, and did I say opportunity, or is that most of their team actually boomed with boomer spunk? I'm trying to catch Francis by himself here, but I'm not entirely sure it's going to work. No, I couldn't get the spawn in on time. Okay. At this point in time, I believe it's incumbent upon us to bring the witch into play. They did something similar last round, so not a great effect if I'm completely honest, but I think we may be able to capitalize on this. Okay, so if someone drags someone into the witch, I can spawn in as the hunter here and get their follow-up partner. Okay, Caveman's gone in, he's dragged. Perplex Zero Guest is on the floor. I'm calling it. This game's done. This game is done. Perplex Zero runs in. The Boomer's there. This is ace team. This is team win. Come on. All right, I'm just going to flick around here, give you a little view of the action. So Tim's still in play behind the car. I'm not entirely sure the car's hiding something that fat, but you know. Katie is ripping the shit out of Lewis with her own entourage of Welsh-based zombies. Bill is reliving all those Nam flashbacks on the floor here, calling for someone, anyone, just please pick me up. Zoe just got tons. Tim continues to empty his demonic abdomen on anything which moves. A zombie has got one constricted by the throat, and I think we're just killing time here until the inevitable guitar chord. And there we are. That was part 1 of the Blood Harvest versus Let's Play. I hope you enjoyed it. See you for part 2.